Channel 2 investigates some high-paying public relations jobs, and taxpayers are paying these people, and we are talking salaries well over six figures. And Channel 2's Justin Gray, live in Washington, D.C. with the billions of dollars critics say is promoting waste.
Justin, the money goes to big-time PR firms, but also to in-house government workers. It adds up to billions of dollars. The question, though, is it being spent wisely? When you think PR, you might imagine red carpets and throngs of cameras. But it's in nondescript federal office buildings where some of the biggest public relations dollars are being spent, your tax dollars.
Well, welcome to the second largest PR firm in the world, the United States government.
More than $4.3 billion taxpayer dollars spent on public relations since 2007. According to the transparency watchdog group OpenTheBooks, about half of that goes to private sector PR firms. So what do your tax dollars pay for? One global PR firm, Ketchum, charges the federal government $88 an hour for the work of an intern. And they're not alone. Other firms billing more than $40, $50, and $60 an hour for interns.
What we found was quite frankly stunning.
About half the money spent on PR goes to government salaries, public affairs officers. And the job pays more than you might think. The average public affairs officer's salary is more than $100,000 a year. In fact, 1,858 public affairs officers earn six-figure salaries. It's a lot of money, but is that necessarily a bad thing?
It may cost, but you have to understand what the value is that you are receiving.
From travel warnings and health updates about the Zika virus to Homeland Security's See Something, Say Something anti-terrorism campaign to even Smokey Bear. Max Steyer from the Partnership for Public Service says public affairs officers are a vital part of government.
If the government doesn't do a good job of putting information out in an interesting way, then the public won't really understand it.
I reached out to the 10 government agencies that spend the most on public affairs for an on-camera interview. I got written statements back, lots of them, but not a single person would talk to us on camera about their work. Those statements did highlight serious work to inform seniors about Social Security, veterans about their benefits. The EPA told us that OpenTheBooks, quote, cherry picks and falsely misrepresents the work. But OpenTheBooks' Adam Andrzejewski says the sheer amount of your money being spent invites honest questions.
We have taxpayer dollars being spent to convince taxpayers to spend more taxpayer dollars on the growth of government.
And it is spending that is growing. The money spent on outside PR firms up 47% during the Obama administration. Reporting live tonight in Washington, Justin Gray, Channel 2 Action News.
And it's just hard to comprehend when you hear politicians say that taxes need to be raised, and yet look at what you just reported. So, Justin, is anyone within Congress or the administration looking into this?
Well, Justin, this is actually just happening today. Senator Mike Enzi of Wyoming, he just reached out to the Government Accountability Office. That's the government's own in-house auditors. He asked them to look into this issue to calculate how much the government is spending on public relations and why.
Well, hopefully he'll stay focused then, Justin. Thank you.